So out comes the Roosters. If they win, they could go to the top of the ladder. And at the same time record their 100th win over the Rabbitohs. James Tedesco, I can't help but feel he's based his work ethic on Billy Slater. In his last 3 games, for instance, he's run 692 metres for an average of 231, 37 runs and 3 tries. He's nearly as busy as Billy. Latrell Mitchell, 58 points in his last 3 games. More and more, you can see why they want to get the ball into his hands more often and more quickly. So here they come, the Bunnies, still without Greg Inglis. And this man, Sam Burgess, now being spoken about as the best English forward ever to come down here. That's a big rap when you had the pleasure of seeing Malcolm Reilly play. He didn't play, incidentally, pardon me, in that first match they met in this year, Sam Burgess, but then I've got to be honest, Greg did. GI. He'll probably come back next weekend, I'm told. The 12 is Angus Crichton. And he, of course, is probably a perfect example of much of the reason that there's this hatred that exists between Souths and the Roosters. He's a really good player. You know that better than I do, but he's been already snapped up by the Roosters. Still, that phrase rings in my ear from South Sydney. We breed them, they buy them.
He was at the Roosters, then he went to South, and now he's going back to the Roosters.
I thought you'd jump on me. I was waiting for you to jump on me. My God, you're heavy.
Get it right, baby.
I think he was a rugby player, wasn't he?
He was.
Burgess brothers, the 3 of them in the team again tonight. And the 2 brothers, as I said, Sam didn't play in the opening game of the year that they played. But the 2 brothers were very instrumental in laying a base, particularly for Damien Cook. So, Souths in their women in league round jumper, they're running left to right. Reynolds kicks off, it's not overly deep, it lands in Tupou's. Oh, they've made a mistake on the first tackle. The first pass goes to ground off Taukeaho, and Sam Burgess picked it up. Chance for South on their first set of 6, and taking the ball ahead is Tom Burgess. It's 10 out from the uprights. They're running towards the South. Reynolds got a decoy run. It's gone to Johnson, and Johnson gets the ball out the back, and that looks like Braden Burns with the ball. They're about 5 or 6 metres out from the Roosters line. And the penalty goes to South Sydney. So
1 foot.
It's really a start so far that you dream of. It's a start from heaven almost. As George Burgess, he gets it to about 3 metres, as you can see from the uprights. Back deep for Sam, and he tries to burrow. He played the ball a couple out. Taken by Taukeaho. Now for Tom. Appropriately, he's wearing the pink tights underneath the black shorts. And another penalty. He's on top of them early here. Referee Gerard Sutton.
Well, they denied a kick a goal the first time. This time they're pausing a little.
When you're ready, Damien. Hold.
They're pausing a little.
They're going 2, mate.
And they're going for the 2 points.
Yeah, please.
Change of mind.
Well, the first error in the game, it didn't take long for that to happen. It was taken by Tupou, and he lined up his forward. Taukeaho spilled his lollies, and Big Sam picked it up.
There's a bit of crowding at marker. This was a penalty for. Victor Radley just pushes him backwards here. Sloppy play the ball.
I was going to say the same. He was nearly facing touchline.
Good close-up look there at the different types of slowing
Alex
tactics.
Johnston.
Alex Johnston, what's happened here? Gee whiz. That's a quick exit. He's obviously torn a muscle or something, or his crook. That's huge.
What will they do here?
It's a good question. Reynolds from right in front.
Who's
He
gone?
lands the two.
Fuimeano is the, I guess Gagai might go back to fullback. Fuimeano might go into the centres.
What's happening, Brad, down there?
Yeah, well, it's his hamstring. Alex Johnson's hamstring. He's had a problem with it before. But on that run over on the left-hand side, he swept around the back and pulled up a bit lame. So we'll keep an eye on it for you, Ray.
Well, let's see how they reshuffle here. Is that Gagai back in the catching position?
Yeah, Fuimeano's on. He'll play on the right edge.
Yep. And Gagai will go to fullback.
Well, that means Fuimeano will be up against Latrell Mitchell. Big match-up, that one.
You can see it went there, did his hamstring.
That's it now. So we come back to the direct pictures from just inside the 20-metre line. And Sam Burgess will play the ball. Well, just when everything was going the way of South Sydney, they've lost their star fullback, Alex Johnston, gone with a hamstring after probably 2 minutes. Crichton making ground in reverse. Away from Reynolds, it's found Burgess. And Sam puts a kick up. And it goes down to Ferguson. Over there, marking up on him is Braden Burns. He's on one side of the ground. Richard Kenner is over on the right edge. And we've got Fuimeano. He's playing in the centres and marking up on Latrell Mitchell. So played by Daniel Tupou, and here goes Taukei'aho again. So he's getting his confidence back after a couple of runs after dropping that ball embarrassingly. Oh, gee, the pass from Friend was suspect. It's loose. It's there to be taken advantage of, but no, they've called it back.
There's a forward pass here from dummy half. Cooper Cronk was standing very flat on the advantage line, and Jake Friend just threw it way out in front of him. And it went miles forward. What's Cooper Cronk? Creeping up, creeping up, creeping up. And Jake Friend just throws it straight out in front of him.
Why can't you play the advantage? Or can't you play an advantage off a forward pass?
Well, I think they heard the whistle. That's
The whistle
why.
went.
Oh, he blew the whistle, did he? Okay, fine. Warriors 20. They defeated the Knights 4 at Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland earlier tonight. And the grand final of the New South Wales Women's Premiership, it went to Mounties. That's Mount Pritchard. 12-10 over the Rabbits, over the Rabbitohs. Mounties' first women's premiership title. Congratulations to those ladies that brought the crown home for Mounties' massive club out in the west of Sydney. Reynolds puts a kick in, good weight on it. Tedesco stretches. So Tedesco will play the ball back for Mattison. He's playing 5/8 tonight, Ryan Mattison. I asked the question earlier if David Liverpool would be the biggest 5/8 we've had. It reminded me that Tony Williams and Sonny Bill both played 5/8 at some stage.
He played a lot of his junior football at 5'8".
I'm talking about his size, though, Joe.
Yeah, he's big man, about 107 kilos.
He's a massive thing.
There he is in dummy half.
Yeah, Mitchell played that ball. Gordon's with him.
Well, I'm pretty sure last season or the season before, the Roosters had him destined for the front row. They're actually trying to put weight on him and have him play in the front row in the middle of the field. So that they changed tack there, and now he's back playing 5'8".
So here's Gagai playing fullback now. He's played fullback quite a lot. I fancy he played fullback Newcastle a bit as he did in Brisbane. He'll handle anything, Dane. He's a very good player. And the 21 is out there for the Rabbits. Tyrrell Fuimeano played the ball in the centre of the ground. Gone Sam Burgess, inside ball for his brother George. And there they are on the 40-metre line. That's the Roosters' 40-metre line. And then Reynolds goes short into Tom. And he'll play the ball 28 metres out. Cook a dummy half, delivering for Walker. Walker's kick into the Ferguson corner. Oh, he's put it down, Blake. It's been knocked on by Souths.
Both ways.
No need for any celebrations, not now.
Pretty clunky start by the Roosters, isn't it?
It's a scrum, boys. It's a scrum.
Blake Ferguson's saying didn't hit his hands, it hit him on the chin.
Shot lock on.
Let's have a look.
Let's see.
Hit him in the face. Fancy going up to catch it and getting hit on the nose with it.
I would suggest to you it may have touched some part of a hand or an arm.
Well, talking about big 5'8", there's a big 5'8" for South Sydney at the moment. Sam Burgess is standing at 5'8" off this scrum. Big Sam there, lining up.
So let's see what South can do. Reynolds short away to Crichton. Angus Crichton hit by a pack of Roosters. Or a roost of Roosters, I'm not sure what it is. No, it's not a gaggle, that's ducks, I think, or geese or something. Now from George Burgess, it's gone across, and Sam was there. And then, great tackle for a start on the 11, which is Sutton.
I think that was Cooper Cronk.
Here's Burns. Scooped up back here. The 3 for South. Heimel Hunt. 10 out. 2-0 in favour of South. Reynolds delivers on the left for Sam. Down to Damien Cook, away to Tom Burgess. 5 out. 5 tackles gone then for the Rabbitohs. Top of the table clash here. 1 versus 3, and the defence for the Roosters is what you expect from the Roosters.
Yeah, great defence by the Roosters. All the field position of the Rabbits, the opening 9.5 minutes of this game. They've showed their true colours, the Roosters. Best defensive team in the competition. They just don't look stressed defensively, the Roosters.
They're probably the best team in the competition, Andrew, at working out the strengths and the game plan of their opponents and shutting them down, getting defence in the areas where they're going to be tested. Their line is brilliant in defence.
Cordner, Friend, Taukeaho, and here's Wairia Hargreaves. Might have been his first carry of the match. Jared Cronk delivers to Manu. He'll play the ball 28 out. So they've made big inroads. That play the ball will be penalised. And that's against the attacking team. He didn't rise with the football. He's penalised him.
He's got to get up and have balance. You've got to get to your feet and have some form of balance before you play the ball.
In fact, that's the only thing that can be on the ground if you've got a fair dinkum play the ball. The feet. So South, Lady Luck is smiling on them in one way, but then Alex Johnston gone after 2 minutes to a hamstring. Played by Tom Burgess. Now for Walker. Behind Burgess for Reynolds. Reynolds got it away. Gagai comes in. Souths, if they happen to win this, they could go 4 points clear of the chasing pack. Sam Burgess, Cody Walker, John Sutton putting out a fend there. And it's on Cronk. And Cronk and Manu get a bit of help there from Taukeaho. 20 out from the line. Walker again. Cook this time. Decoy run from the forward. Reynolds' kick comes off the Roosters. Picked up by a player onside, Radley.
Yeah, and that's frustration there by Reynolds. Kick was never on. Tedesco was actually back.
Fred, what's the latest on Alex Johnston?
No, Alex Johnston's night is over. We don't know quite how bad his hamstring is, but he won't be taking part in tonight's game.
I didn't get a chance to talk to you about the surface. Is it greasy?
Yeah, it is greasy. There's a bit of breeze zones coming from behind South Sydney. So it's quite strong. So a big assistance to Adam Reynolds, and we'll see if the Roosters how they deal with him in the second half.
Tedesco has hit rather dubiously, and now a penalty. He's had, he's had a second effort here, George Burgess.
Second effort, he was already held.
And this will give the Roosters their first attacking opportunity of the night. They've pretty much been camped at their own end of the field through their own mistakes and conceding penalties. This is the first time they'll start a set of 6 on the other side of halfway. Just wondering too, if Alex Johnston is out for any period of time, Greg Inglis is due back soon. Wondering if they put him back to fullback.
I thought he told us last weekend that he'd be back in a fortnight. So there he is on camera in the coaching box. And it could well be that he'll come back into one shirt.
Good fit last week.
Liu. Defence, the feature of this game so far. The Roosters #1 in the competition for defence. 20 metres out now. They've got a chance here. And it's puts a little kick in. There's a Rooster down in back play. And it'll be a line drop out anyway if a penalty's not given.
Wait, they're not yet,
Victor
mate.
Radley was screaming for a penalty, but I think he ran into the back of a South Sydney player.
Okay, be ready here, Stoney.
He was leading the chase. He ran into the back of Angus Crichton.
Well, I think Angus may have taken a step to the right there, Gus. Have a look at that again, the front on angle.
But it's still a warning shot to South Sydney. Don't put 13 in the defence line. Keep your fullback at the back. We will grab a kick or a chip kick.
The line dropout has got plenty of height about it, giving them a lot of chase time. Taukeaho got it back to the 30-metre line to be met by Angus Crichton. Now from Cronk, gone to Warrior Hargreaves. And Cook is there hanging on. And he was able to get a ball away to Friend. Now Cordner. So that was bad defence by Souths. Friend then to the middle of the ground, to Cronk, to Taukeaho. And he'll play the ball 8 metres out from South Sydney's line. The women in league round the football, and a no-look pass. There's a try for Teddy. James Tedesco got a ball from Victor Radley.
Sorry, mate.
Well, where did this ball come from?
Yeah, well, I have a tackle 4.
No one's seen the pass. He hasn't seen the pass.
Okay, we have a pass. We're ensuring that there is no knock-on by Roosters. We have a try.
No one's seen the pass. I didn't see the
We're
pass.
looking for a knock-on where he tries to catch the ball.
And the referee had no idea what had happened. He didn't know what to call. So this must be some special sort of pass. There's Radley in the line. He has possession. He goes in. Looks as though the ball's dead.
Well, he hits and spins out of the contact. And if anything, Tom Burgess.
Just looking to determine that Victor Radley initially maintains possession of the ball. Victor Radley's right hand always stays in front of the ball. He maintains possession.
He just spins out of it, gets a pass in.
Yeah, no one saw it.
James Tedesco takes possession of the ball and grounds the ball in the end goal. We have a decision.
The referee didn't know whether to rule trial or no try because no one saw the pass. No one thought it was possible. But there's your first try of the night. Victor Radley. A brilliant hit and spin and offload. Tedesco gets another.
Bradley.
Yeah, the left edge of the Roosters doing a fantastic job by drawing the South Sydney players out. Have a watch of Fuimeano and the winger for South Sydney come up, panic, see Tedesco way in front of the ball. It's the strike of Mitchell and Cordner. Look at him, he's got eyes, Fuimeano, for no one else. They get inside and Tedesco gets the first points. That's the advantage of having a weapon like Latrell Mitchell out in the centres. Just takes all the attention. Beautiful pass by Radley.
Well, we spoke about it at the pre-game. Victor Radley's only 92 kilos, but he just wanted that contest more. To run over the top of Tom Burgess.
So Latrell from 21 out. He adds the extras. 6-2.
Concussion interchange for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Sideline number 8, Thomas Burgess. He's replaced by number 15, Cameron Manu.
10 seconds. 5.
So James Tedesco.
Time to run. Stay behind it.
How good is he? 6-2 in favour of the Roosters. And Souths take us into the next section of this game with Taukeaho bringing the ball back 15 out from his own line. I was watching Adam Reynolds. He was being physically sick while waiting for Latrell Mitchell to take the kick. Jake Friend then brings it to the short side, and Boyd Cordner it is that will play the ball just outside the 30-metre line. That's Radley. That's Wailea Hargreaves. He's good, this fellow Radley. Massive raps on him, and that ball that he got away probably aided and abetted by some defence that dropped off the previous tackle, and then they dropped off Radley. Oh, Gagai's let it bounce. He's able to rake it in front of Madison.
10 metres, Ryan.
Ryan Madison's in front of the kicker and inside the 10. So that's a penalty for offside. That man there, Ryan Madison. They kick for line over on the eastern side of the ground. Tapped over there by Burns. And this is Cook, Reynolds, Crichton from a deep position, trying to build up power. And there's...
Back it up, Angus. Tackle one.
He wants him to go back to the mark.
Just get up on the spot, right, mate? Cheers.
So that takes a bit of the zap out of it all. The 15 is out there. Cameron Murray now for Souths. He plays it on the 40-metre line. There's Cook having a look around.
They're watching the markers for the Roosters. Whenever Cook gets the ball and takes off, they're backing off to join up with the defensive line. And they're giving any edges in the defensive line to cut them up with that speed.
George Burgess on the 20-metre line. And here's Walker, beautiful hands. And this is Crichton running off Reynolds. He's 9 out now. And it's gone away again through the halfback, and it's picked up. Cook, he puts a kick in, and Tedesco was there. Read the play, lost the ball. I think it was a one-on-one. It's play on for Ferguson.
Zero tackle.
So 0 tackle's been called. This is one here. Ryu. Friend for Ferguson. And yeah, it's a one-on-one steal.
And kicks it back to Tedesco. Great awareness there.
Radley showed it. Then called on the accelerator, but Crichton was there to shut him down. Very good young back rowers, aren't they? Radley and Crichton. Friend, he decides to have a little challenge out from dummy half. Playing it back to Radley. Now to Cronk. And he gives it some air, and Gagai moves quickly away towards the western side of the ground. Dane playing at fullback for those of you that might have missed the kickoff. Within the first 2 minutes of the game, they lost their fullback Alex Johnston to a hamstring.
And he's smart, Cooper Cronk, because the last one he landed in that area, Dane Gagai let go. And immediately gave him a look at another one just to see whether he'd let it bounce again.
So VB Friday Night Football on 9, the home of Rugby League. 6-2 in favour of the Roosters. If they win, they could go to the top of the ladder. And of course, as I said earlier, they would register their there's a knock on there. They would register their 100th victory over South.
Drama here for Victor Radley down on the ground. Threw everything at Sam Burgess here. Gets his head in the wrong position.
Time's off.
That's the thing with Victor. He's got to pick his times. Every tackle he tries to cut people in half.
Yeah, that's what they say about the good big man and the good little man. All week he's thinking about, I'm going to stick one into Sam tonight. Just going to line him up. I'm not scared of him. And he's not.
He's not scared of anything.
Yeah. Well, he'd tackle a bus. He'd tackle the bus down Clovelly Road.
Not Ivan's bus.
Alright, make sure you hold, mate. It's in the back. Hold him first, Tony. Hold, Cody.
So the Roosters, and the ball goes away through to Desco to Manu. And play the ball over on the eastern touchline, where Ferguson waits. Now to Friend, half back, you might as well say, the U, to the 40-metre line. 6-2. Tedesco a try to the Roosters just a few minutes back. Jared Wairia-Hargreaves playing the ball. It's over to Cronk now. He's shortened to Tedesco. There's a rebound, and it's 6 more tackles for the Roosters. So Souths have now got a problem. Down the short side for Cordner, then for Mitchell. Finn goes out. Then he comes off his sideline. He's 8 metres out from the line to play it to Tupou, the number 2. Now, Cordner. Taukeaho. Middle ground, that's the 10-metre line. Friend. Here is Radley, and Radley got through the first line of Burgess. He beat Sam. He was taken by Sutton, and a penalty goes to the Roosters.
Cody, no contact off the ball.
And that's his play, Victor Radley, on the right-hand side of the ruck.
What are you doing, Jake?
Wants to dig right into the line.
Sorry, mate. What are you doing?
Can't understand why they have to have a committee meeting here.
Going to.
As a penalty. Now they've decided on 2. We'll take a break.
So we're just waiting for this penalty to be taken by the Roosters. Mitchell placing the ball.
Yeah, that's his play, Victor Radley. On the right-hand side, he likes to dig right into the line. He likes to play to Cronk out the back. The time Cody Walker saw the play. Just watch out for... That's his big attacking play, Victor. On that right side, he's got the ability to dig right into the line and still find the pass out the back to Cronk.
That penalty was for working the player after the tackle had been completed, working him on the ground. So Mitchell with 1 from 1 tonight, converting Tedesco's try. And he's 20 in. And 18 out, and he kicks it very, very high. Let's have a look at the VB index at 8-2 now, the Roosters. And Sam Burgess out on 32, Angus on 28, and Tom on 25. Some work going into George. There's plenty to work on. Souths.
Time you run.
Again with the restart. The Bunnies, and he goes very deep, Reynolds. almost dangerously deep actually. Taukei'aho gets it about 8 metres out from the line, met by the tackle of Murray and Clark. So Trent Robinson hasn't used his bench. You can't say the same for South though. The only one not to appear so far would be Tatola. Brad Fittler sideline.
Yeah, Tom Burgess just went up the dressing room as well. So there's only Junior Tatola here and George Burgess. They've made 2 interchanges already. And the Roosters are yet to make an interchange, but Dylan Napa is lining up on the sideline as we speak.
And Jagai at the moment, as we speak, is being driven back by an enthusiastic chase provided by Liu and friend.
Yeah, lovely early kick.
And that looked flat, South. Huge effort last week against the Storm. A couple of things haven't gone their way early. Lost their fullback, Alex Johnson, but they look a little bit flat. Might take a big run or a big tackle from Sam Burgess to inspire his team, but at the moment, they look a little bit flat.
John Sutton. Congratulations to Steggles, by the way. They gave up the front of the jumper so the players this weekend in the Women in League round could pay and honour their mums or their girlfriends or their wives or whatever. There's Taukei'aho with Elizabeth printed across the space that would normally be occupied by Steggles. Inala, the young Mitchell, Daniel Tupou, and he's got a little knock on out of him. Well, they need this South, down 6.
All their set plays, the Roosters defensively don't look under stress. You're in this position, Gus, as a coach, and your plays aren't worrying the opposition. What's the key to you? You send the message out and change things up?
Well, I think the first thing you do is just try a couple of little kicks on early tackles just to get Tedesco nervous and get him out of the line. But what they're doing, what the Roosters are showing them is no space around to play the ball and in between the two A defenders, the first defenders either side of the ruck, and that's where Damien Cook was threatening last week. And it tortured the Melbourne Storm line in all places. The Roosters are really comfortable around the play the ball area, so the rest of the people can just do their job.
This is Clark. 10 out. Middle of the ground. And Cook it is that has a little look. And Murray is slammed in the tackle.
Yeah, they were all over that play.
Cook again. This time he goes out to Reynolds. Reynolds gets the ball to Crichton. Right foot. And Angus to play the ball. Cook finds Burgess. And Sam actually, he lost his footing there. Cook again. Back to Reynolds, changes direction. Puts a little kick in. Oh! He's got the ball back and he's claiming a try. The referee, let's listen what he's got to say.
Have a try.
Wow.
I want to confirm that after it's played up by Roosters, it hits Adam Reynolds on the chest.
Okay.
So he's saying no knock on Reynolds because it's hit him on the chest.
Well, this was what I was looking for, the little grubber kick.
Sam Burgess is offside but passive at the moment. It is play on.
So I think there's a ricochet here. The Roosters like to play at the ball. If you grub a kick it into their line, they will play at the ball.
And Isaac Liu kicks it into his chest.
Ball is played it by Isaac Liu.
It's come off his melon.
That's come off his chest, hasn't it?
Well, I think the ball has come off Liu and hit him in the face. Which doesn't make any difference. It
hasn't hit him in the hands.
No, this is a try.
There's no knock on because it's got to come off the hands or the arms. And that's what Jared Sutton is saying, much to the disgust.
The ball comes off the chest of Adam Reynolds. There is no hand involved. It is play on.
Yeah, the little number 7, he's got himself a
Adam
try.
Reynolds grounds the ball in the in goal. We have a decision.
Yeah, when the opposition defensive line is showing you nothing, those little kicks can be the thing that breaks the ice for you. You've just got to be game enough to do it. Well done, Adam Reynolds. Brad Fittler.
It just reminded me of Alan Langer. He just ran across, nothing's on. just grubber it a couple of metres and everyone will be looking for it, and he just ends up taking the ball in front of all their noses. Look at that, comes back. I've got to say Sam Burgess has stopped in the line as well. He has played a part in Zane Tedevado, but Adam Reynolds, too crafty. Beautiful little kick, nothing on.
Come on,
off
Freddie.
the outside of the boot. Mate, you can't stop in the defence line at all. Shouldn't be there. And Tom Burgess just went back on. He was in the HIA.
That's Tom Burgess in the 8 jumper. Adam Reynolds a try. And Gerard Sutton, a good piece of refereeing there to detect that there is no knock on. No hands, no arms. I thought it might have hit him in the face, but it's come off the chest. That's what Sutton said. And he converts his own try. So we're back at 8-8 now.
Just on 11 minutes remaining in this first half, and we are all tied up once again. Rabbitohs 8, Roosters 8.
On your run. Don't go early.
And you're watching the ball sailing down into the corner at the northeastern end off the restart from Latrell Mitchell. 8 points all.
No, wait, in front now.
Big tackle there from Dylan Napa off the kickoff on Tom Burgess, but went on with it. Just the extra push. Look at this for a shot.
The South working the ball away from the 30-metre line, and Gagai will be put down on the 40. Main tackler was Madison. They go to Reynolds down the short side. And the ball is with Fui Mayono. He'll play the ball on the 40. Roosters end of the ground now. Cook goes across to Burgess. Burgess gets it on to Walker. Dummy to Sutton. Gave the ball away. That's Brayton Burns. It's a real assortment here tonight for South, particularly with Johnston going off so early. Oh, George. In fact, Tom hammered by Napa again. Left side play. Walker, Sutton showed it back to the passer. Not held. He tries to go again. He's been sent back. So Reynolds high into Ferguson. And he's good this time. That's Manu. Crunker dummy half, Ferguson a run.
Well, it's pretty much all being played at the Roosters' end, isn't it? They've only been down there once, the Roosters, and scored, but other than that, South Sydney are dominating in field position-wise.
Tupou on his own 20. Madison, 30 out. Coming down the middle corridor, keeping it simple and getting to their kick. It's Cronk bouncing up for Gagai. Gagai is able to beat Orbison. It's not an easy thing to do. That's a run there for the centre, Heimel Hunt. Now they're back into Roosters territory. Reynolds went one way, showed it, gave it to Burgess on the outside. Cook now. Might have had a little chance there. Tom Burgess. It's a good run by Tom. He persisted, he kept making ground. Reynolds, Walker, Sutton gets it away, flick pass, came off legs. Tackle one on the Roosters. Ferguson, good rattled up there by Crichton.
Yeah, Sutton flicks this ball. It actually comes off the Roosters' leg and goes back off Tedavano's.
Not quick, not quick.
Not a quick one, 10 metres.
He recovered there, Tedavano. Nice play, nice desperation.
No, Latrell threw it into him.
Well, they needed this penalty, the Roosters. South Sydney have now completed 14 of 15, I think, or 13 of 15. Their ball control's been really good. They're not really threatening the Roosters' line, but they're just controlling possession so well and where this game is played.
There's some very similar patterns coming out of the start of this game and the start last week of the game against Melbourne. For a fleeting moment or two in the first half, I thought Melbourne will run away with this. And 5 minutes back, Joey was giving the thought that the Roosters might do something similar, but then all of a sudden, South start playing very, very well again. Liu, Friend, Cronkers with the ball, goes in for Tedesco, and Murray wrapped himself around his legs. Friend got the ball, and he'll play it on the 20. We're down south end of the ground, the northern end. Here's Cronk, got a short ball to Cordner. And Boyd Cordner will play it on 5. Friend, Cronk, a long pass. He puts a kick down into the corner. And Ferguson! Ferguson has flown!
Wrong last tackle.
Try, I think.
They had no try.
No, he's saying no.
Looking at the grounding from Blake Ferguson.
He wants to look at the grounding. He's been doing this for a long time, Blake
Roosters
Ferguson.
kick chase is onside.
He's a freak of having the ball come his way whenever there's a contest. He gets high up, he takes the grab.
Blake Ferguson takes possession of the ball cleanly in the contest.
Now he's looking for a bobble on the ground. Looks all right.
No, I think
Did
he's
he drop
dropped
it?
it.
Did he
I think
drop
he's
it?
dropped it.
Where's his left arm?
I don't know how he's...
Blake Ferguson loses possession over the goal line.
Great
We have a decision.
By the referee.
I think it's Cody Walker that pulls his left arm off the ball at the last moment.
I have to say the lead up to that was classic Cronk. He played the inside pass to Tedesco, and then he went to the left and played the short pass to Boyd Cordner. Yeah, that's after Tedesco. He goes to the line, plays a short pass to Cordner, and then rips around to the right, puts the ball on a dime. Classic Cooper Cronk.
So 34 minutes gone in the game. And South dodging a bullet there. And Crichton flings a ball out the back. It's recovered by Fui Mayono.
Dylan Napa's on a mission tonight.
I remember a game here 2 seasons ago where he took South Sydney on his own. It was one of the most dominant front row performances I'd ever seen. He just took the South Sydney attack on and destroyed them himself. I'm not sure he's played that well since.
Tom Burgess. Murray pulling his hands away. Walker finding Sutton. Sutton getting it back to Walker. Here they come, South. Getting up to the... Here's Cook. He's found his best opportunity. And, great tackle on Sam Burgess. The ball came spewing out. Cordner it was with the shot on Burgess.
Well, it's the first time the Roosters have given him some ragged defence to look at around the ruck, Damien Cook, and he was off like a shot.
Look at this for a tackle. Perfect. Great tackle.
Tupou. 8-all to score. Madison catch and pass, Ford with the same. Mitchell back and down to Cordner. No knock on. Picked it up on the half volley. Tupou steps around one, comes to Cook. And you play the ball 25 out near the sideline here on the western side of the ground. Only a couple of minutes to go to half-time. The 15 is Tedavano.
The tackle count's restarted. That's tackle 1.
And a penalty goes to the Roosters.
Go 10, go 10.
They have to tap.
They might
Make it,
They
Cameron.
might think about the 2.
They've got the bunnies on the ropes here.
2. Going 2, mate.
Okay.
Now they're going for the 2. We'll take a break. Sorry, mate. So here's the kick. 20 metres out or 21 metres out, right in front for Latrell Mitchell, who's got a perfect record tonight, and as I said, 58 points in his last 3 games. He's been having a picnic, almost an average of 20 per game in his last 3. So they're getting an invitation to take 2 here, and that will just about get them to the break at 10-8. So Mitchell lands the penalty. Craig Fitzgibbon, Trent Robertson in the middle, Jason Taylor on the right of screen. Saturday night football, Eels and Dragons at ANZ Stadium here tomorrow night at 7. That's the telecast time. And Sunday football, Storm Sharks at Amy Park, Melbourne at 3 o'clock. That should be a great battle, the Storm and the Sharks on Sunday. And the Dragons will have to be careful of the Eels. I noticed that Brad Arthur, he's made a lot of positional changes. Getting Corey Norman back to fullback and Clint Gutherson back up into the centres. And here's Napa getting it a little bit back for his corner. 10 metres out. And plays it back to Friend, and he goes to Tupou, and Tupou is taken by Cook. So Ferguson now. Try disallowed for him. 10-8 in favour of the Roosters coming up to the break. Tedesco, Sam Burgess and Cameron Murray making the tackle. Tedavano to Orbison. And Orbison taken on the halfway line. Now Cronk gets around and gets a kick away. It bounces on the 20-metre line for Dane Gagai.
He does not comfortable on the high ball, Dane Gagai. Cronk.
We'll send a shout out to young Jake Lowe. He's in hospital recovering after an injury suffered playing for Southeastern under 16s. He's on the improve, I'm led to believe. So Jake, I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're watching the telecast, and all the best to you from everybody here. So Cook, the ball with Murray now. Got a ball out the back. Cook away. Walker, Sutton. Sutton will weave his way through traffic. Unfortunately, it was peak hour. Now Reynolds. Now Crichton. Crichton to Fui Miono. That's an awful pass. But it's eventually found Murray. This is a raggedy bit of play here. But now Cook decides to put the foot down. Gets the ball away. And it's come back and away from Hunt. It's gone to Cody Walker. And you play the ball 25 out. The clock says it's about the end of the first half. Gagai knows that. He puts a kick in. Tupou. He takes it dead. It's the end of the first 40. And a good 40 minutes of football it was. And 10-8 is the score at half-time. With a try apiece. Tedesco at the 16th and Adam Reynolds at the 28th. 10-8 in favour of the Roosters. What do you see happening here, you two football experts?
Well, I'll tell you this. The game hasn't really lived up to the football expectations most people. Defence is dominating here.
What's wrong with that?
Roosters, nothing wrong with that. I love these sorts of games. The Roosters haven't had enough ball at South Sydney's end of the field. If they get enough ball down there, I think they're going the better. South Sydney has thrown a lot at the Roosters, and the Roosters look really comfortable in defence. So
Get behind it.
It's a matter of not of whether Roosters can get the ball up South Sydney's end of the field. But I don't see a lot more points being scored.
All right, we're into the second half of action, and Tom Burgess brings the ball back 10 metres into the field of play. Tomorrow night here at the same venue, ANZ. The Eels will play the Dragons. You'll see that on 9. Don't forget we've started our Saturday night coverage as well for the tail end of the competition. And then on Sunday, of course, we've got a big one coming out of Melbourne, with Melbourne up against the Sharkies. That's Cameron Murray. Campbell Graham out of the side, injured. The youngster that made a big impression last weekend. And Ferguson, he had to let it bounce, and Madison, I think it is, or Manu has gone back to clean it up. Manu it was. Here's Ferguson now.
Torpedo kick, the overspin on it. Swung away from Ferguson.
So Tedesco up at first receiver, sending Daniel Tupou up towards the halfway line. Crowd, they're expecting 30,000 people. It's very hard to judge here at ANZ. I don't think they've reached the 30, to be honest with you. This kick is high down into the corner. Gagai, the fullback, he puts a fend on Tedesco. You don't see that too often, one-on-one. Hamel Hunt talking to one-on-one. That news that Billy Slater would retire at the end of the year. Decision that the young man must have found hard to make, but let's hope it's the right decision by the best fullback I've ever seen play the game. Which doesn't mean much, I know that. Here's Cook. But he was, in my mind, the best. Reynolds. Kicking down to Tedesco. The heir apparent. Now for Ferguson. Just repeating. Alex Johnston was lost to Souths after 2 minutes of the game with a hamstring. Dane Gagai has gone back to fullback. Fui Mayono came into the game immediately. So there was a real shuffle up as Liu Isaac is held upright 38 metres out from the South Sydney line. Friend Tedavano. Tom Burgess low, John Sutton high. Cooper Cronk. He kicks it down into Kenner's corner.
That's okay.
11 metres out from the line. That's Gagai. Women in league round, as you're well aware, and South with the pink and green on tonight rather than the cardinal and myrtle. And the just took them down before I got to them, but Ferguson was the head of the leaderboard. Here's Gagai trying to break the tackle of Mitchell, but Latrell hangs on. Now a penalty.
It's been a real arm wrestle since half-time. They're feeling that penalty shift the momentum to the Bunnies. I think he's found touch, has he? Just. He rakes the ball there, Latrell Mitchell.
That's Fui Mayono taking the tap. And he's going to play the ball just a couple of metres out from the line. So Kenner a dummy half. Reynolds goes across. Cook is with the ball. Tom Burgess now is 10 metres out from the line. South spreading the ball. Walker getting it out. That's Braden Burns picked up and dumped on the ground. John Sutton this time. Cody Walker now for Damien Cook and away for Adam Reynolds. Here's Crichton angling back in as he does. with a very familiar run from him. 2 metres out from the line. And Cook, he gets the ball away, it's gone to ground, picked up by Friend. He gets the ball away there, and Tedesco is off. He's up outside the 20-metre line. Now he's out to the 30.
They looked under stress then defensively, did they, the Roosters? Well organised defensively, well, the best defence in the competition. They just sat back. The Rabbitohs go through their formations, their plays.
Friend.
It's like they know exactly what South Sydney are doing next. They've just studied them and studied them. And now the Roosters have made another mistake.
A big tackle from Cameron Murray underneath. Jake Friend's on the ground.
This has been eating into the Roosters all night. Little errors like this, penalties at the wrong time, and they just can't spend any time at South Sydney's end of the field, which means they're doing most of their defence on their goal line. They look comfortable. They've only been to South Sydney's end once and scored. They keep inviting South Sydney back for more.
Brad on the sideline.
Yeah, just on the back of that defence. Gus was saying they know exactly what South Sydney are doing, but I think also they know exactly what the player inside's going to do. You don't see them assume and go flying out of the line. They just seem to trust each other and they back each other. There's not much stress there at all.
You saw Trent Robinson there. He's a very defence-orientated coach. I was asking, does he dream about footy? He said, yes, I dream about defence. He need a holiday.
Well, his attack coach there, Jason Taylor's gone to sleep because he hasn't seen his team attack yet. Wake me up when we got the ball at the other end.
Sutton, dummy half. Walker first. And Tom Burgess, the runner.
I dream about defence.
This is his 6th year here, and they're going to make their 5th finals under Robinson. Sam Burgess discounting thoughts that he might come here to the Roosters. Little grubber kick. It's got just got too much weight.
Ooh, Tedesco. Does Tedesco play Cody Walker here?
Well, that's led to why there's a bit of push and shove.
Well, we're always going to have one of these tonight. I don't know what started that. Great tactics again to kick early and the tackle count behind the line.
There you go.
Well, this fellow Walker was of the opinion that Tedesco has impeded him or pushed him.
Wait. Okay, Ash, that'll be tackle 4. Have no try. Looking at interference on Cody Walker, chasing his own kick.
Kick chase is onside.
You can shoulder.
You can shoulder and jostle as long as you're
Shoulder
in pursuit
to shoulder
of the football,
towards a ball, which is permissible. It's play on. The ball then comes off James Tedesco and goes dead. We have a decision.
And then after this contest, Cody Walker gets up and pushes Tedesco. That's what caused the handbags at 10 paces.
Yeah, well,
there it is.
This all comes back to players that don't know the rules. You can do exactly what you just saw. If I'm reading the rule book correctly, you can jostle.
It's a goal line dropout.
Shoulder, not so much shoulder, but you can jostle each other as long as you're in pursuit of the ball.
Mate, hang on. I've got no problem talking to you, but while that process is happening, I can't there, okay?
Okay. They're set up plays, their blokes are losing their legs every time.
Will I do the...
You've got to get a shit.
We're at a dropout now, mate. I'll ID the tackles as they are.
What Jake Friend is saying to the referee there, that when South Sydney are setting up for their big plays, their forwards are surrendering in tackles. They're trying to get to the ground quickly, and the referee is not calling surrender. South Sydney are looking for quick play the balls to bring Damien Cook into the game, and Jake Friend believes they're just falling to the ground looking for a quick play the ball.
Strong run by Tom Burgess, played quickly to Cook. Now Murray with a scamper. And he'll play the ball. He doesn't, he gets the ball away, and Cook was there and gave it to Sam Burgess. Now they're just outside the 20-metre line. And another penalty here against the Roosters.
Now you watch this one again, you watch Sam Burgess gets to his front very, very quickly, and so that he can't play it quick, the Rooster player will pull at his leg. This is a typical example of, we'll have a break, or they won't have a break, okay.
Not at the penalty, Jake. After it.
What were you saying?
I forgot. We went to an ad break. Here's Burgess. He'll get to the ground quickly. Now watch Napa. Napa will pull on that leg just to keep him off balance a little bit so he can't play it too quickly. But what Burgess did there is what Jake Friend was complaining about. Just diving to the ground quickly for a quick play the ball.
So Reynolds from right in front. And you don't need to know. He raises the flags. So we're back to 10-10.
Here it is again. Burgess is even looking at the ground. All he does is want to get to the ground quick as he can. And Napa is fearing that he'll get the advantage, so he pulls the leg just to get him sideways. Burgess feels the pull and plays for the penalty. But that's what Jake Friend was talking about. He believes the South Sydney forwards are diving at the ground to get quick play the balls to bring Damien Cook into the play. That's the two of them throwing of the play the ball area.
So Mitchell with the kick-off, and it's going down to the line, down to the try line. And Tom Burgess brings it back. Liu making the tackle. Looks like Kenner. Tackle was Heimel Hunt. Now it's for Angus Crichton. Just beyond the 30-metre line. Friday night football for VB on 9. Sam. Cook having a look around. Here's Murray. He's very quick, Cameron Murray. Here's Cook now. He's only had a couple of chances. Now what's happened?
Yeah. Well, that was one of those really quick play the balls. You watch Cameron Murray here very quickly gets himself to the ground as quick as he can. Watch this. Just step, get to the ground, get up and play it as quick as you can. That brings Cook into the play. Now Cook has got some sort of injury out of this. I don't know what's happened.
It's a handover, mate. It was last tackle.
Ooh. His legs
going too fast for his body.
Splayed everywhere, didn't they?
What are you trying to do? Book him for speeding?
He was going too quick. His legs couldn't keep up. It's like watching the Flintstones and Barney Rubble rods around.
So 10 points all and 50 minutes gone in the game. Played by Tupou. Ferguson, middle of the ground now. Burgess up the top with Murray. Friend away, Cordner with the ball. So Boyd will play it on the 40-metre line. Here's a penalty though.
Roll ball.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a penalty going to South.
Go through, mate. I've got him up.
And these little things keep coming back and tormenting the Roosters. As soon as they get to the halfway line, they drop it, concede a penalty, or turn the ball over. It's been happening to them all night.
So what's he saying? There was no foot.
He said he didn't play the ball correctly, yes.
So Souths are fanned out very wide, very deep. And Crichton is going to play the ball 20 metres in from touch on the eastern side of the ground. So they're coming back. Murray is with the ball now. Cook. He's got a very quick recovery rate, this fellow Cook. Tom Burgess. So 4 tackles gone, and they're right on the line. Cook it is, going out to Sam Burgess, then Reynolds. It's gone bouncing away. That's taken the zip out of it. It's with Gagai. And Dane will play the ball on 5, 10 metres out from the line. Cook again for Reynolds to kick. Puts a kick in, came off off the Roosters. And it's with Cordner passes off the ground, and Mitchell is with the ball. No hands involved, said the referee. So no knock on, and it's with Ferguson now. Ferguson breaks one tackle, comes laterally, gets the ball away to Manu, crosses 40, crosses 30, goes to the 20, goes inside 10, Manu scores! Wow! My goodness gracious me! He crossed every line in the world to score at the southern end.
Just confirm grounding, please.
He's a really good player, this young man. An outstanding prospect. And you just saw some of his talent there. I don't know about the put down, but it could have been less.
Manu grounds the ball in the in goal. We have a decision.
Could have been less elaborate for the heart rate of his coach, but he obviously knew what he was doing. This is brilliant football by the Roosters. I've spoken many, many times about they will not let you grab a kick through the line. They're prepared to do another set of 6, but they won't let you grab a kick into their in goal. So when Reynolds goes to kick, they will make sure that they trap at the ball. Cordner traps at the ball. Harvey Norman replay. Races through. He gets a pass up to Latrell Mitchell. He gets it off the knees. And now he grounds it. Brilliant play here by Ferguson. He'll go right across the field to link up with Manu. Right across, dummy. Now Manu, what's this kid? Acceleration, power, strength, and then just the confidence to say, I'm too good for you, and gets into the corner. Ruan Sims.
Well, I've definitely got to give Manu some style points there. That was a beautiful put down in the corner on the back of some pace down this right touch line. But that started 95 metres down the other end of the parkway. Great effort by Boyd Cordner to chase that kick down, and then a fortuitous bounce off Latrell Mitchell's knees. So that was a wonderful finish there for the Roosters.
He's a very special kid, Joseph Manu. I could never understand why he didn't play in the final last year against the Cowboys. I thought that was a big mistake, but they won't make that mistake again. He's now firmly entrenched at the right centre position opposite this young man, Latrell Mitchell,
who's got his toughest assignment of the night. On the sideline, and coming back, hits the paintwork, goes through. So 4 becomes 6.
He enjoyed that, big Latrell, didn't he?
Stay early, boys.
So 16 plays 10 now. The Roosters with a converted try to Joseph Manu. And a bit of good fortune again for Latrell Mitchell. Ruan made the point that it was a fortuitous handle out there by Mitchell in the try, but it was absolutely right by the referee. Didn't come off the hands, play on, then Ferguson, then Manu, and then brilliant. Cordner, 40-metre line, and he's got himself one here. Came up with the foot, the same penalty as they got Napa for earlier.
Yeah, this is the development of Boyd Cordner. He's found a pass the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months. This time he goes to the line, he looks to pass the ball, that gets him into space, gets down, and draws the penalty. Angus Crichton just holds on, trying to slow him to play the ball. But that's on the back of Boyd Cordner developing his game with a pass.
So Cooper Cronk finding the line. Waria Hargreaves taking it to about 25 out from the line. Play over on the eastern side. Jake Friend, Cooper Cronk, Chenavano. In the middle of the ground on the 20. Friend, Cronk, behind the wheel, and it's gone away for Cordner to get a ball away. They said play on, Mitchell.
There's a collision and back play here. Sam Burgess
It's over here, Latrell.
hits Cooper Cronk after he passes the ball.
Wait for Latrell.
Just
wait for Latrell.
That's what the penalty's for, mate.
Well, they'll kick for goal for sure.
It's a bit late from Sam. What are you doing?
If we can get the high shot, you see Sam comes from that A defender and he just has eyes for Cronk. As soon as Cronk gets the ball, he just sprints at him. Hits him in the back. Take that.
So they've decided to take the kick, and Latrell is down there about 22 in from touch, and he's only about 16 metres out.
This is exactly the position he missed a goal in Adelaide when playing against the Storm in a close game down there. He pulled it straight across the front of the uprights to his right. Taking a couple of deep breaths here.
The Women in League round, of course, sponsored by Harvey Norman, and of course the inspiration for Women in League largely credit Katie Page. She's the one that really started all this. The VB index, Tom Burgess 67, Cameron Murray 62, and Sam Burgess 61. So all South Sydney players on top of the leaderboard.
You've been impressed with Cameron Murray tonight. Got some speed out of the advantage line, but there's been a couple of late offloads in this game.
Mate.
18 plays 10. And this ball is bouncing a tad awkward there for Mitchell. Not for Mitchell, for Tupou. So the Roosters using Ferguson as they do. He does a very good job for them, Blake Ferguson. Reminds me of that combination, I think, with Saylor and Takiri. They basically had 8 forwards. Wingers bigger than forwards, actually, and faster. By Rhea Hargreaves. Hill by Reynolds and Murray. 18 plays 10. And almost 60 minutes of the game gone. 40-metre line, own end. Friend to Cooper. And Cronk puts a kick on it. Bounces friendly to the bandage Gagai. Walker using Heimel Hunt. Used to players and the apparel they wear. I've used the fact that he wears bright orange boots, Heimel Hunt, to identify him in a lot of cases. Tonight he's changed boots, very similar to several other sets of boots outfit. Burgess, that's been raked out, and it's a knock on. He's ruled a knock on.
Yeah.
A loose carry.
George up, Sam up. Angus?
Yeah, shoelace, mate.
Shoelace up now.
This is where the Roosters start to intimidate sides with their defence. Get more than one converted try behind. They just strangle you out of it. Rabbitohs have got to keep their cool here. They've got to be next to score. Burgess, I think, was trying to offload that. Look at all the Roosters jerseys there.
South, let's get arms around here, John.
They'll start to swarm in now. Really try to choke South Sydney down. Force them to do something silly.
Well, Tedesco's the man. Look at some of their forwards are really struggling. The pace of this game, backing up from last week's big victory against the Storm.
There's Mitchell over there. It's Fui Mayano and the Gagai making the tackle. Now for corner. That's Tedavano. 8-point ball game. That's as wide as it's been. It dropped to 6 at one stage, but now it's out to 18 to 10 again. So we're back to the similarity of when it was 8-2.
Wait.
Well, this will only be the second time in the game. I think the Roosters will get an attacking set of 6.
So more than a 6-point buffer at the moment.
I think they can smell it now, the Roosters. They've always played like they were confident. They've just looked very calm and settled all night.
Orbison. Tedovano is knocked on, and South have taken up the advantage.
And just when you think they won't do it again, they do.
Sutton. Tedovano knocking on. South didn't really get an advantage apart from possession. That's Clark in jumper 16. Pulled down eventually there by Radley. Now Cook, Reynolds, and Crichton, Gagai. And Gagai is flung to the ground out there by Mitchell. Played back to Fui Maono, and then Reynolds, and now Cook gives it on. Walker turns it in. Sutton's with the ball, and he's picked up and put away by Orbison on the 20-metre line, and it's a penalty. High shot. High tackle on John Sutton is the call.
They may still go quick.
Ria Hargreaves, the aggressor.
17 minutes to go, Andrew. Would you take 2 points here?
No.
To get back to 6?
No,
You're going to play for the try, eh? Many people now arguing that you take the 2 points because you mightn't get a penalty at 18-16.
Anthony Seibold.
Just wait for him out of the way.
Young coach here at South. I see his coaching career started off with the Celtic Crusaders. Coached down in Wales for a short time. Came to Mackay coaching the Cutters. Now Walker for Crichton. He promises to go through, but that defence is impregnable. Crichton can't get through it. Radley made that tackle. Reynolds, now Walker, now Gagai. Gagai's got Burns outside him, but he's put away, a metre out. 3 gone. To the blind side, Burns, and it's a try here for Heimel Hunt. Heimel Hunt. Burns has put on a magic ball.
Try. Looking at
Sutton's got himself, he's telling us it's a try. The put down. Heimel Hunt. And the pass from Braden Burns, I think it
Hunt
was.
Grounds the ball in the in goal
Was a
and remains in the field of play. We have a decision.
Absolute bottler of a ball.
Well, it was a speculator, wasn't it? When the ball came to him on a short blind side, there wasn't much on for him, and he just immediately releases it. He flick passes it out the back to Heimel Hunt. What's that? Just throws it behind his back. He knew his man was open. Harvey Norman replay.
Well, the key there, Gagai went into the line, and they broke the defensive line down. You'll see Joseph Manu is actually at marker, and you got Orbison. He'll go into the line. Joseph Manu will get tied up. He's at marker, and then they'll have a back rower out in the centres. No communication between Orbison and also Ferguson on the Harvey Norman replay.
Brad?
Yeah, the fact Manu was into the play the ball caught him unawares. I just think Blake Ferguson lost a bit of respect for the 2 blokes in front of him, Heimel Hunt and Braden Burns. Maybe the lesser known late in the tackle count, they end up going that way. Pretty gutsy by South Sydney.
So 18-14 and 18-16 perhaps off the boot of this man. One of the game's best kickers. Adam Reynolds, try scorer tonight. Right on the western touchline. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's absolutely, oh, it's just gone to the right. I thought he had the absolute draw on it.
Keep behind it.
So we come back to Mitchell's kickoff, coming down in the arms of Walker. Here's George. Burgess running it out to the 10. I thought he'd landed that one at him, but he put just a bit too much on it.
Well, he used to be one of the straightest goal kickers I'd ever seen. He was so deadly accurate, and the ball just never moved. Why, Andrew, is he suddenly swinging the ball a long way?
Well, I noticed in the warm-up, you see he's got the pink bike shorts underneath his shorts. Whether he's carrying a groin injury, it's not the strength. The ball starts to move when you don't hit the ball as hard.
So Tartola is out there now for South. Tedesco.
But am I right, Andrew? He used to be a really straight kicker, didn't he? Dead straight.
Ferguson.
Warm-up, actually, and he was lining up, and Brad Fittler went over and said, I'm going to talk him out of this one. And he missed it. Might want to go to Freddie. He might know.
Radley.
Well, the one thing I did notice after he missed that, he did grab at his groin. And you can see he lost all the power. Then he missed the next one and got the final one from the sideline where he went into the sheds after that. But it took a real lot of concentration to... He knew he had to nail the spot. He sort of lost a bit of power, I thought.
Cronk, Tedesco, Mitchell. Still going and getting away the corner. Now for Friend. He fires the ball over the top to Orbison. Drops the ball down to Manu, who's taken away by Walker.
Good tackle.
What a tackle.
Great tackle. Great tackle.
Friend, Cooper Cronk. Coming down in the direction of Richard Kenner.
Great tackle, Cody Walker. What a beauty.
Tedesco's down here.
Time off.
Time off. No. Sorry, Richie.
Richie.
Well, might have poked him in the eye, did he? Bit of friendly fire.
He'll have to come off Tedesco, the HIA, so I think young Sean O'Sullivan will come on.
Will he come off or did he just get a poke in the eye?
I'm not so sure, Andrew. I tend to agree with Gus. If you've got a poke in the eye, I don't know that you have to go to the HIA.
Well, he's about to talk to him about HIA.
Still assessing?
He's doing a head assessment.
Well, he's assessing him with the head assessment.
So he's staying.
Make sure you're with your foot, mate. Wait for the whistle.
South then bringing the ball on their own line. Fui Mayono, Cook, Crichton. Way out in front of Sam Burgess, the pass. Walker able to get rid of the tackle from Manu. Gets it out to his own 20-metre line. 4 tackles gone.
And once again, around the ruck, really disciplined the Roosters. Damien Cook, quick play the ball, scattered defence, but they're all working together around the ruck, the Roosters.
So the back three for the Roosters, all very deep, waiting for the kick, which eventually came from Walker. And now they're back with their first tackle on the halfway line from Tupou. And then Mitchell over to Orbison. Orbison's run coming to an end. 8 metres into South Territory.
He's gone off Tedesco.
Isaac Liu has come back onto the field, and it looks like Blake Ferguson is in the middle of the field. He might be playing fullback.
So Cronk goes back inside for Wairia Hargreaves, then to Friend. He had a kick on it. Now it's been lost there by Radley, picked up by Gagai.
Yeah, I'd say Orbison to right centre, Manu to right wing, Blake Ferguson to fullback is the new makeup of the Roosters back line. Tedesco's off.
11.5 minutes to go, and 18 plays 14 in favour of the Sydney Roosters. John Sutton running at Cooper Cronk. Cook, Burgess, Sam had his brother with him on the outside. Wairia Hargreaves went spinning back away from the impact, and then he makes the tackle on Tom Burgess. They're into Roosters territory now. Walker to kick high, coming down to Ferguson. Ferguson safe, gets it, takes it 15 metres up the ground. Pulled down eventually by Burns. Now it's Manu.
We're just getting a bit of loose play from both sides. Something could crack here. You can sort of feel a try coming, just not to who.
Cordner. Friend. Mattison. Now a fend from Tupou into round 1. Oh, now the ball has gone to Mitchell. And it's with South. They're playing on. No advantage.
Well, what was he doing here, Daniel Tupou?
I think he passed it into the Rabbitohs' leg. It's on the outside. Does he pass it into the opposition's leg? Yeah. And it goes forward. He passed it Richard Kenner's leg.
The point being that South did not get an advantage out of it at all.
Yeah, he mightn't have thrown that forward. It looks like Richie Kenner's heel has come up and knocked the ball away from his hand. Anyway,
Bradley on the sideline.
Yeah, well, the Roosters doctor, Amir Ibrahim, he's overruled Travis Turmer, the on-field trainer, and he's put James Tedesco in the HIA, so he'll be finished for the game.
That's it. He can't come back before full time.
That's it.
John Sutton. Now Clark. Tom Burgess and then Reynolds, then Crichton. Right on the halfway line. Cook, space behind to play the ball. Goes to Clark. And Clark is going to be made to play the ball, held by Liu. It's come away to Walker again. He's doing much more kicking now than Reynolds. The Souths are in danger of being put into touch here. It's a changeover anyway.
Yeah, they're just starting to get a little bit frantic, South Sydney.
Out there,
bring in 10, bring in 10.
Getting the feeling they're starting to make it up, which can make them more dangerous, I guess, if the right pass sticks. Inside the last 10 minutes, 8.5 minutes to go. See, that went quickly.
Isaac Liu. Friend looking for a runner. Finds one in Ferguson.
I think we'll see these two teams meet again.
Taukei'aho. So Radley fires it back. It's gone Rolling away loosely. Oh! It's been towed through by Braden Burns. And again by Braden Burns. Will he get a bounce? He rakes the ball back in. Now it's gone over the sideline off Walker.
Knock on South.
Look who's back there to tackle Walker. Cooper Cronk has come screaming back. I'm not sure whether Braden Burns got it back in field legally, but a really wild pass from Radley. Braden Burns goes through, gets his foot to it once. He'll get his foot to it again. Now, does he get it back in field legally? I think he does. And if Cooper Cronk's not there, Cody Walker might have picked that up and scored. But he might have dropped it. That's brilliant work by... Oh, looks like he's riding it down the straight at Randwick.
Crowd figure is 26,331. They were targeting 30,000. 26,331. To watch at club level, probably still the greatest rivalry in rugby league. Corner. And what have we got? About 6.5 minutes to go. Taukeaho. South desperate for possession. At the 40-metre line. Friend got a decoy run from Manu and has gone to Madison. He's working busily, Jake Friend. Cronk puts it high. Gagai getting across. And Kenner eventually went down into the genuflect position to catch it. 10 metres out. Gagai from dummy half. Good tackle, Radley. Played quickly. Scooped up then by Fuimeono. And he'll play the ball inside 30.
You feel like something's going to happen, don't you?
Tom Burgess.
I just don't feel like this will be the full-time score. There's only 5 minutes to go.
Clark. Walker. Sutton. Dummies back on the inside. He's able to break one. He's pulled down 5 metres into Roosters territory on the last. And the kick is going high down to Fergie. Up he goes, the big fella. Brings it down on the 20-metre line.
He's a good player. He can do some funny things, but he's a really good player.
Here's Manu. Taken by Burgess and co. Tupou. Back on the 30-metre line. Now we've got 5 minutes to go. Orbison. Cook and George Burgess, the tacklers. Friend gets a kick on it. Gagai, he runs fast to get over there and take advantage as much as he can. Wins it out 25.
Well, the Roosters have decided they're going to win this without the ball. There's nothing happening for them there with it, so they just kicked it back as far as they could. And they'll back their defence.
Kenner. Fuimeono.
South Sydney can be very dangerous in the dying moments. They've got some players that can just pull something out of nowhere.
Now for Sam Burgess, running it at Victor Radley. To the halfway line they come. Reynolds dummied outside, came back to the blind, and it's gone now with Gagai. Gagai gets it on to Burns. Burns put down 20 metres out on 5. And here's Walker. Puts a little kick into the corner. He'll try and force a restart.
Yeah, smart play. Cody Walker looked up, saw the space there.
Well, I've got to say they're full of running now, South Sydney, and the Roosters players, I haven't seen them double over and hands on heads and hands on hips like this at any stage tonight. They're feeling a bit of fatigue.
In the lead up to that play, it was a beautiful pass. Their left side, that's where they need to go to. And it's a combination of Cody Walker and also Dane Gagai. Well, he holds the key, Cody Walker.
Well, they've now got Orbison and Manu defending on the right out here. So Orbison, a back rower in the centres. Has played plenty there, and Manu on the wing.
61 metre.
Yeah, I was just going to say, have a go at the dropout. George Burgess now. 38 metres out from the line. Here's Sam.
They just suddenly feel dangerous, South Sydney.
2 3/4 minutes left in the game. Tom Burgess breaks through. Pull down, 12 out.
I'm feeling it.
Third tackle gone.
Oh.
That's a knock-on, according to Sutton.
What a momentum killer. What a momentum killer. They were coming after the Roosters there. I could feel it. Get these little tingles up the back of my spine.
It's a long time since you've had them. You've had most other complaints.
I could write a book.
Stand up. Get your arms around. Let's get your arms around here. Arms around, Isaac. Get this arm around.
Tingles in dreams.
Okay, head
Yeah. Nightmares, not dreams.
Tupou. Souths. They need possession. That's obvious, but they'd love to have it in reasonable proximity. They're only going to get one more chance. Taukeoho. Friend for Ferguson. He's been good tonight, this fellow Ferguson. Now Waria Hargreaves has crossed the halfway line.
Well, they'll make South Sydney go the full distance.
Tackle 5, Waria Hargreaves.
Just pick it up with him, mate. Just pick it up with you, Jared.
Oh. Got one from George Burgess over the top there.
Okay, Stoney, he's on kicker, mate. Yep. Hold Damien. Don't go
Might not be tonight, but he'll keep that in the memory bank.
Yeah, I think you're right. He'll make a deposit. Gagai.
One set of 6.
There's a mile of players there looking for a dummy half scoop. Crichton got a ball away, and it's gone back to Tom Burgess. He's put down on the 30-metre line. Adam Reynolds is down in back play. South Sydney, their last chance. They go across here to Braden Burns. He's been good down this side. He played the ball on the halfway line, but 3 tackles are gone. Away from Walker to George Burgess. The mouth guard came spewing out as he made that run. And then Sam Burgess and back to Walker. Now to Sutton. Can he break it? Sutton gets a short ball to Walker. Walker gives it to Burns. And Burns is put down. 25 out.
Last play.
15 seconds remaining. And the last play. Sam Burgess. Back it goes to Reynolds. Now it's gone forward, I think. And that will be... Thank you, linesman. Thank you, ball boys. Another chapter has been written in the book of feuds.
Hey, let's go.
It's 18-14. The clock showing the time is up.
Well, defence won out in the end. It was a big defensive effort by the Roosters. They didn't play a lot of attacking football. Somehow mustered 18 points, and it was enough to defeat the Rabbitohs. They're probably the best team in the competition at defending low totals. And the Rabbitohs really only came to life in the last 10 or 12 minutes, where they started to play a bit of ad-lib football. They looked dangerous, but couldn't get the right pass, and the Roosters prevail. Good game of football. These two teams will meet again in September, you can be assured.